Today we're going to be reading a story called Chicks and Salsa. I like this story. Chicks and Salsa. This was written by Aaron Reynolds and it was illustrated by Paulette Bogan. So remember, by means that's the person that wrote the story, and illustrated means that is the person who drew the pictures. The illustrator is the person that draws the pictures. Now, looking at it, because it says illustrated, that means the pictures were drawn. And that gives us a clue then that this story is fiction. Fiction means fake. Or is it nonfiction? Is it a true story? Did it really happen? This is fiction. It's not real, it's fake. Somebody made up this story, right? It's fiction. So, what do you see in the cover? What do you think this is going to be about? Chicks and salsa? Let's find out. Chicks and salsa. And here they dedicated it to somebody. So the person who wrote the book says, this book was to Shelley, the sauciest chick I know, for your endless encouragement. And to all the kids at St. Luke's School, New York City, and to our very cool librarian, Eden Eisman. So whoever wrote this book dedicated it to these people. There were grumblings in the henhouse of Nuthatcher Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. So the chickens were tired of eating their food, the chicken feed. Mrs. Nuthatcher, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoons. The rooster was perched on a fence post outside the farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Salsa! Led by the rooster, the chickens crept into the garden, where they took tomatoes and uprooted onions. So they're tired of their food. What are they going to make? They're going to make salsa. Can chickens really make salsa? No. That's why this is fiction. That night, the chickens ate chips and salsa, though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips. Where did the chips come from? The tasty tang of tomatoes and onions hung over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Ole!" Very soon there were mumblings at the duck pond of Nuthatcher Farm. Inspired by the chickens, the ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. What do you think they're going to make? So now the ducks heard about what the chickens did and they're like, we don't want fish. That night, the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocado. Look at them. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Ole!" Uh-oh, what do you think is going to happen? What do you predict is going to happen now? What are the pigs going to think? Look at their faces. The next morning, there were rumblings in the pig pen of Nuthatcher Farm. Overwhelmed by the enticing aromas, aroma means smell. So enticing means like smells that are calling them in. The pigs decided they were tired of slop. While the rooster distracted Farmer Nuthatcher, the pigs plodded into the garden, where they borrowed beans and chopped chiles. Okay, the pigs are taking beans and chopped chiles. What do you think they're gonna make? Hmm. That night, the pigs ate nachos, though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce. The delightful deliciousness of cheese and chiles hung over the barnyard, and the pigs said, Ole! As everyone knows, when passion for Southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals, and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents collide in the barnyard air, it can only lead to one thing. What do you think is going to happen? Now the ducks, the chickens, the pigs, they've all decided to make their own food. Fiesta! The rooster, the roosters got things organized. The rooster got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada recipe. The horses decorated the barn. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance, though nobody was quite certain where the bull got the sombrero. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden, but all of their spicy southwestern supplies were gone. What happened to them? All of the chiles, all of the avocados, everything they used to make all those delicious foods was gone. What do you think happened to it? The scallions had been stolen, the peppers had been pilfered, the limes had been lifted. But there were splurgings in the kitchen of Nuthatcher Farm. Stirred by the succulent smells in the barnyard, Mrs. Nuthatcher had decided to make tamales for the county fair. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Miss Nuthatcher said, Ole! Disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. Why are they disappointed? But when the nuthatchers were at the fair, the rooster crept into the kitchen and borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the roosters ate crepes with white grapes in champagne sauce, though nobody was quite certain where the rooster learned how to read. Look at now, they have a French cookbook. Oui, oui. So they're making crepes. Crepes are like really thin pancakes. A satisfied smile stretched over the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, Ooh la la. So now they stopped making Southwestern food, and now they're making French cuisine. Then they have recipes here. Hog wild nachos, guacamole, roosters roasted salsa. Yummy. The end. Okay, kiddos, you're going to go to the next video for directions on your journal writing, okay?